A man helped his brother run a restaurant and made a net profit of $6 million. But when it came time to split the profits, he only gave me $100,000.
I put up the money for this restaurant. I did all the live streams and marketing. You're just a line cook. Any bum off the street could do your job. If you weren't my brother, you wouldn't see a dime of this.
For a whole year, I worked non-stop, running around, picking out the best suppliers.
Okay, I want to tell you about my restaurant. Just give me 3 minutes, and I'll tell you about my restaurant. Thank you for providing such high-quality ingredients. You really helped us solve a big problem. I went back and forth between thousands of restaurants, studying what customers really want.
Sir, you've been creeping on our customers for 5 hours. Move along or I'm calling the cops.
Sorry, I'm leaving right now.
And Percy, he just gets a fancy hairstyle and camps out in front of his live stream. 5 people, always the same 5, making a fool of himself over and over again. I put in at least half the work for that $6 million, and that $100,000 Percy gave me. $90,000 of it was just him paying me back for the purchasing money. I'd already fronted all year, but I still took the money.
Thanks.
I turned, pushed the door open, and then Percy called out to me.
The citywide benchmark judging is in 3 days. The mayor is coming to Iron Anchor to try the fatty tuna sushi. Your sashimi is the most popular with customers. So make sure you have a bluefin tuna ready and cut the belly part well. Okay. See you in 3 days. Good boy.
I didn't say a word. Percy never thought I'd be that easy to brush off. And me. I stood in front of that failed restaurant right across the street. The one that couldn't keep up with Iron Anchor and went belly up. Everyone knew it was filthy, broken, a total mess. Percy thought it was a dump, a place only bums would set foot in.
Hello, I'd like to rent this restaurant for 10 years.
Takes guts to rent this spot, kid. Nobody survives across from Iron Anchor. You absolutely sure?
I'm sure.
I walked out after signing the papers, and across the street, Iron Anchor was already partying, getting hyped for the mayor's big arrival. What Percy didn't realize, that award in 3 days. It was about to turn into his worst nightmare. This rundown shop was hidden away. Filthy, pitch, dark, thick layers of grease covered everything. I didn't complain, though, inside, I was actually pumped. Percy quickly realized someone had rented that dump across the street again. He got out of his fancy car, saw it was me, and just lost it, laughing so hard he could barely stand.
Grayson, you absolute idiot. I gave you $100,000 and you blow it on this rat hole? Don't you have any idea how good a life $100,000 could have bought you?
I ignored him. Percy started wandering around the restaurant on his own, even pulled out his phone and went live, making exaggerated faces at the camera.
Look at this, folks. Thick, nasty grease all over the tables. This place is so disgusting, I swear even a rat wouldn't come near it.
Then he put his arm around my shoulder and struck a friendly pose for the camera.
Grayson, I'm your older brother. I have to take care of you. You're always welcome back at Iron Anchor. I did fill your old spot for half the pay, but you know how replaceable that kind of job is.
After humiliating me, Percy left the restaurant, satisfied. He had to get ready for the mayor's visit. He had his workers turn the place into a luxurious palace. But one thing he would never understand, a restaurant's true essence is the food. And me, I stayed up late every night, cleaning the restaurant. It was already 3 in the morning when I got home. The light was still on. I caught my reflection in the mirror by the door, covered in dirt, my face exhausted. I panicked. I didn't want my family to worry, but I knew I had to face it eventually. My wife Mia looked at me with concern.
Honey, what happened? Why are you so late?
Percy asked me to clean the kitchen. I didn't have time to wash up.
Mia looked uneasy. She took my hand and pulled me down onto the sofa.
I saw the news. The mayor is going to personally review Iron Anchor. The restaurant you and Percy opened is really making money, big enough to even get the mayor's attention. Did he give you any of it?
Sure. He gave me $100,000.
Only $100,000? The news said the place cleared $6 million. That's not fair. You put your whole heart into this restaurant for an entire year. At least half of the credit is yours. How could he do this to you?
Mia, calm down.
Percy is an idiot with his head stuck up in the clouds. Why are you still working for him?
I'm opening my own restaurant.
I support whatever decision you make. Here's 20 grand. Go all in, Grayson. The baby and I will be just fine.
I won't let you down. I swear.
The Industry Benchmark Restaurant Awards were in 2 days. That night, I couldn't sleep at all. What if I let Mia down? The dirty, pitch-black image of Sea Mist Restaurant kept flashing through my mind. I wasn't sure if the changes I made would be enough to pass the inspection. I started doubting whether going solo was the right move, or just a stupid decision made out of anger. I picked up the little notebook I've been keeping for years and sat down at the desk. It is filled with all kinds of customer info and preferences. I've recorded including the mayor's. I once sat in a high-end restaurant and carefully watched how he ate, what he left on his plate. This notebook gives me the confidence that comes from experience. Then suddenly, my phone rang. What did you say? Sea Mist Restaurant passed the qualification inspection?
This is the best Christmas gift I've ever received.
With the license in hand, I'm halfway there. I reached out to the supplier I'd worked so hard to win over before. He'd always seen my potential, and the moment he heard I was opening my own place, he cut ties with Percy on the spot and said yes. You should have gone out on your own a long time ago. I can tell you've got way more ability than that brother of yours. All he knows is flashy tricks.
I just sent the supplier off when Percy came back from a night of drinking. If he'd paid even a little attention to his own purchasing, he would have recognized that the guy leaving was his biggest supplier. Maybe then his restaurant would still stand a chance. Too bad. All he cares about is messing with that ridiculous haircut of his in his livestream that never gets more than 5 people. He didn't recognize him at all.
Don't say I never give you a chance. The mayor's coming to Iron Anchor in person tomorrow. My dear little brother, I'm your only shot at rubbing elbows with big shots like that. And make sure you bring your wife, Mia. I swear, she's never seen anything this grand in her life.
Percy's laugh was full of contempt. He was sure I couldn't measure up to him in any way. Tomorrow was going to be his day to shine, and at an event like this, his little brother, the one foolish enough to open a restaurant right across from Iron Anchor, would be the perfect person to compare himself to.
I'll be there on time. Here's $10. Go park my car for me.
Everyone believed Iron Anchor would definitely become the industry benchmark. Percy was so sure of it that he boasted and signed a whole year's worth of orders for the future. But he overlooked me, a brother he'd never once seen as a competitor. Insignificant, obedient, beneath notice. When I got home, I told Mia that I was going to Percy's restaurant for the awards event. I could see the worry in her eyes.
No, Grayson, you don't have to go to that awards event tomorrow. Can't you see? He stole the fruits of your hard work, and now he wants to humiliate you in public.
Mia, I've already decided to go. If he tries to embarrass me, I'll forget we're brothers and I'll take his place for good. A place that was always meant to be mine.
Fine. I'll go with you.
Percy hadn't seated the guests yet. He was waiting by the door for something. The moment he saw Mia and me show up, his eyes locked onto us like a radar.
Look, there's my little brother.
Let me introduce you all. This is my brother Grayson. He just took over a garbage dump across the street from Iron Anchor and thinks he's going to compete with me.
Percy said it like a joke. All the guests looked at me with contempt in their eyes. Even Mia's smile froze on her face.
You know what Percy nets a year? $6 million. You won't see that kind of money in 10 lifetimes.
You really should just stick with your brother. That way you can at least lap up some of the leftovers.
Don't mind them, Grayson. What they said was harsh, but it's the truth.
That's enough! You're all way out of line. The truth is, he's better than every one of you!
Grayson, control your wife. This isn't the place for a scene.
Easy, Mia. I'm fine. Here's my card. You're all welcome to come check out my new restaurant across the street.
Percy looked at me in disbelief. He never expected that after being humiliated
Grayson, what
like
are you
that,
doing here?
I'd still be able to hand out my business card. Everyone looked embarrassed. No one took it.
Grayson, are you seriously expecting these suppliers to visit your dump? Don't be ridiculous.
I smiled and shook my head. I swear, one day they'll be begging to work with me.
These are all Iron Anchor's signature dishes. Everyone, help yourselves.
I could see right through it. The dishes looked exactly the same as before, but the ingredients had changed. Percy always cuts corners with cheap ingredients to save money, but he doesn't understand his customers. Every single one of them has a picky palate. Without my notebook that records every customer's preferences, he can never make the perfect dish. At the table, the guests could already tell something was off with the food, but because they were so eager to flatter Percy, they chose to ignore it. The mayor's personal inspection is the highest honor in the industry. Percy kept bragging about how successful his restaurant had become in just 1 year, how much money he'd made. Mia was so upset, she couldn't even eat. The anger in her eyes could have skinned Percy alive. But that wasn't enough for Percy. He brought me up again.
Grayson, once Iron Anchor takes over the world, you can still come back. I mean, you don't have much skill, just good for a few simple little jobs. But you are my little brother after all.
Percy, you're such a good man. Your brother has a death wish opening a restaurant right across from you, and you're still looking out for him.
Of course. What does a line cook know about running a restaurant? Without Percy, he's nothing.
I was furious. All anyone could see was Percy's winning glow. No one saw the one who'd done all the work behind the scenes. Percy was soaking up the praise, laughing and clinking glasses with those guests. And that was the moment he completely cut off the last bit of mercy I had left for him. The industry benchmark awarded by the mayor can only be my sea mist restaurant. I raised my glass, a calm smile on my face.
You're all right. Everything I do, I learned from Percy, my respected big brother.
The mayor was arriving any minute. Percy told me to go to the kitchen and get ready to cut the bluefin tuna.
Grayson, get your ass to the kitchen and help out. Even though you had the nerve to leave me, I still invited you this important event. And the only reason is because you're my brother.
Percy finished talking and went off to greet the mayor. I looked at the mayor. I knew my chance had come.
A year ago, I went through hell to land the supplier with the highest food safety rating. Percy never understood how important fresh ingredients are to a restaurant. And now that top-tier supplier belongs to me. The one who took over supplying Iron Anchor? Obviously just some crooked merchant faking it.
This tuna smells really weird.
I tried to warn them about quality control, but Percy never listened to a word I said.
Grayson, step aside. The new guy here can actually handle a knife. Grayson, you just stand aside and watch. Even for a line cook, you've still got a lot to learn.
Percy didn't care about my skills. He asked me to come to the kitchen only to humiliate me with the new hire, to prove I was good for nothing. But he had no idea how complicated bluefin tuna is. Without real knife skills, you can't handle it properly. Especially a piece of cheap, low-quality tuna like this.
Percy! You're gonna regret everything you've done today. I swear it.
I'm just trying to make my little brother better. Otherwise, how is he going to support you and the baby in your belly? With that failing restaurant across the street?
I'll learn from him.
After today, one of us will be famous and the other will be a nobody. Grayson, I really feel sorry for you.
That is right. After today, one of us is going to take over the world, and the other is going to fade into obscurity. I watched very carefully. Joss thought I was actually learning, and he even took the time to explain things to me. I smiled. With such lousy technique,
that blue-fide tuna was going to end up as nothing but a pile of ruined meat in his hands.
And the mayor. He hates nothing more than being handed low quality, butchered tuna, like it is no big deal. Percy was in the dining room, chatting up the mayor like he was king of the world. He had no idea his restaurant was heading straight to hell. Joss walked up, carrying a covered platter. Meanwhile, the highest quality bluefin tuna was being delivered to Sea Mist Restaurant, where the expensive head chef I hired was handling the premium tuna, according to the methods written in my notebook.
My dear fans, it's showtime. The mayor is here. Today I'll show the world true top-tier cooking. Some bottom-feeling trash running a cheap diner couldn't even dream of reaching this level. Mr. Mayor, and everyone watching in the live stream, let me introduce you to my good-for-nothing little brother, Grayson. Never been smart, only good for the dirty work in the back. He recently opened some dump called Sea Mist right over there. If you ever feel like your stomach's too full and you need to throw up, feel free to go try his chemical waste.
Percy, you're too soft. Having that guy across the street is polluting our whole neighborhood.
Mr. Mayor, here's my card. I'm good at making otoyu sushi.
Are you crazy? A little place that can't even fit 2 people in the bathroom and you think you can hand the mayor your business card?
My restaurant is spotless, and my ingredients are the best. I don't think square footage determines quality. Grayson, stop embarrassing yourself here.
Young man, you have something those greedy businessmen don't. You're calm. I like that.
The mayor sure has a sense of humor. He's just teaching the young generation to stay humble. Grayson, the only reason the mayor hasn't kicked you out is out of respect for me.
Stop any of your pathetic delusions. Please take a seat.
Mr. Mayor, this is our signature dish, otoro sushi. I promise you'll love it.
Iron Anchor's Otoro Sushi is one of a kind, Mr. Mayor. I guarantee you'll fall for it. The knife work, the technique, absolutely flawless.
In the past, the Otori sushi really was one of a kind. But this time, without top-quality ingredients and skilled knife work, the only thing coming out of that kitchen is a one-of-a-kind piece of garbage. At that same moment, the Otoro sushi I prepared was being carefully packed up and was already on its way.
We are about to serve the very first dish from Sea Mist Restaurant. Everyone, stay sharp.
Yes! Click the link below. You can watch the entire series.